Hello everybody in year 2, just going to do a little instructional video here for you to help support some of this week's learning. Today is going to be counting back to subtract. So here is some learning reminders about subtraction. If we just have the sum 65 to subtract 24, the first thing is, do we need to count back in ones, counting back 24 times. This is about showing you on a number line if I was to have something like that. We don't do it where we would go 65 and count back 24 times. We wouldn't do that because there's too many jumps. It's so easy to miscount or have funny lines like that. What we do is we count back in our tens and then we go to our units. So we use our 10 times table facts. We should be able to count forwards in our tens, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, and count backwards from any number, 80, 70, 60, 50, 40. Really important to remember that the units will never change if we're counting backwards in tens. So if it's 65, the tens will change to 50, but the units will stay as a 5. So 55, 45, 35. So again, you can use your 10 times tables to help you with that. So how do we do it? Well, we make sure we've got a number line. We don't have to have numbers on it. We can use a blank line, and I'll show you that separately. But we know that 85 is in between 80 and 90. We can count back. We know it's 2 tens because if we partition 24, we know it's 20 and 4. They've done it as a jump of 20. I would often do a jump of 10 and a jump of another 10 and put it above. It's exactly the same, just whatever you find the easiest. And then they've done a jump of 4, or you could do 4 small ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. So they've done 85, 75, 65, and counted back 64, 63, 62, 61. So 85 take 24 is 61. This method using a number line. Just a further example here, but this is where we would do it with a blank number line. So could just have a line, doesn't really have to have numbers on it. Just like I did before, we'd start with our 85. At this and the right hand side of the line, if we're adding, we'll start at this side. If we're taking away, we start at that side. We know it's a 20 and a 4. So I would do a jump of 10, jump of 10, put that above it. 85 goes to 70 and the units are the same as 5. 75 goes to 60 and the units are the same as 5. And we do 4 small jumps. 1, 2, 3, 4. 65, 64, 63, 62, 61. And there you'll see that's the answer we've got here. You don't have to have the lines on. In fact, I find it easier just to have a blank number line. Much the same with this one, where they partition the number first into 20 and 3. So they've done the jumps of 10 like we've said, but this time they've got beaded lines, so it's a little bit where they've got 71, 72, 73, 74, 75. So they've started at the 78. They've gone back, so they know that 10 less than 78 is 68, 58, 57, 56, 55. So the answer there will be 55. And it's a little bit easier on this one, I suppose, because it will show you the numbers. There is 55. Just the same on this one. We start at 78. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 78. It's just there. They'll do a jump of 10 to 68, jump of 10 to 58, jump of 10 to 48, 47, 46, 45. And I find it easier to put my numbers on here. So that would be -3. It's a little bit tricky drawing with this pen. -10, -10, -10, -3. And again, there's further examples down there just to show that. The same examples could be used without all of the beads, just on a normal line, where you would know 78 is there. We know on this one we're partitioning to 20 and 3, so it would be 10, 20, 1, 2, 3. Put your numbers above. So again, 78 goes to 68. If you want to put that number in, that's fine. Goes to 58. You can put the number in if you want to. 58, 57, 56, 55. So again, we've got the answer 55. So it's using our understanding of our 10 times table is absolutely vital in this one. You could do a little game where you challenge your partner, challenge your parents, 10 more, 10 less. Do you know what 10 more, 10 less is? And that's it. That's how to count back or subtract using a number line, or equally using a blank line as on the examples there. Just the golden rule. Don't do 33 or 23 little jumps. It's so tricky to keep track of the numbers. Use your partitioning skills, then subtract the tens in jumps of 10, then subtract the units in jumps of 1. Enjoy it.